Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Green Scrapping Machine. Today I have some very exciting news to share. I have been chosen to be on MrCricutCrazy's design team. He is a wonderful young man who has come out with his own set of stamps. And last month he released 4 new sets, and I will go ahead and show you those. First one is Simply Everything. It's just kind of a culmination of a bunch of different holidays, sorry about the glare, and just some different sayings such as happy birthday and you are awesome, and just a variety of different sayings that you could stamp, and then a couple of images you can see there. And then he also has Trees, which is kind of an earth-friendly stamp set. And then he has Man's Best Friend Volume 1. And to get a better look at these, please visit his website, MrCricutCrazy.com. And Man's Best Friend Volume 2. And those are just some different sayings for your furry babies. And like I said, please visit his website for a closer picture of them. And then this past Saturday, June 4th, he did his release for his next set of stamps. And I don't have the packaging for these. He didn't quite have them ready. But he wanted to get them sent out to us right away, and they are amazing. This first one is Dad's. And then this next one is Summertime Fun. And it's just a bunch of awesome sayings for the summertime. Surf's Up. There's also some image stamps, the surfboard, there's some flowers here, the sun. But some of them say have a sunny day, summer vacation, relaxation, poolside, beach bum, keep it cool, just a bunch of different summer friendly ones. Today I am showcasing the Man's Best Friend Volume 1, and these stamps are amazing. I've never had such high quality stamps. They are manufactured with the highest quality polymer available today, and they are manufactured by the Peachy Keen stamp line by Kathy Jakopovich, and so they just stamp very well. You can use any kind of ink you have available, and they're just a lot of fun to use. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my sentiment, and today I'm using Seeing You Makes My Tail Wag, and I have I'm going to try something with an action wobble on this as well. So we're going to go ahead and see if that will work. First, I'm going to zoom out a little. I'm going to start with my card base, and this is an A2 size card, and I cut it in half the long way, so it measures 4 1/4 by 11. And what I'm going to do is just take my Rich Cocoa Memento ink and just ink around the edges of my card. Also on Tanner's website, he has all of our kind of profiles, so you can get to know all of us. There are 8 of us all together, and lots of talented people. Then I have a brown, kind of a chocolate brown mat that I'm going to put down, and this measures 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm just going to quickly ink around those edges as well. There we go. Get my ATG gun. Going to adhere this down. And then I have from the Green Stack by DCWV, and I've shown this before, but I am going to use this brown polka dot paper. But what I did, it has kind of this fancy frame around it, and I just cut that frame off entirely. I just wanted the polka dots. So this measures 3 3/4 by 5, and I'm going to adhere that down. But before I do that, I am going to use my We Are Memory Keepers Distress Tool. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but on the bottom, this is sandpaper for when you emboss and then you want the distressed look. And then right up here in the crease of the heart, there is a razor blade that you just pop up using this little lever right there. I don't know if you can see that. It's very small. But I'm just going to distress the edges of this paper. So there you go. It just shows a little bit of the white through. Alright, and then before I adhere this down, what I'm going to do, I have this dog that I cut out from Four-Legged Friends. And this is a light cartridge, one of the newer ones that they released, well, not newer, but that they released over Christmas, the day after Thanksgiving. Walmart had all of these on sale. So I cut this little guy out at 4 inches, and what I'm going to do is cut him in half so that his head will be here and then his head and his tail will be separated. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And then what I'm going to do is use some of his twine that he also sells. And this is Divine Twine. And again, it's very high quality. And I have the green apple, the green apple color. It's super pretty. I love the color, and I can't wait to get more. So he also has that on his website, and his prices are very reasonable. His twine, it's the cheapest around compared to other websites that sell the twine. Alright. Let's go ahead. I'm going to wrap this, move my image quickly. I'm just going to wrap this around the polka dot paper. I'm just going to use some tape. I'm just going to wrap it around a couple of times. And I did it so that it kind of gathers right here off to this side, because that's where I'm going to be putting the dog's tail. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down with my ATG. I'm just adding quite a bit of ATG down because of the twine being on my card, and also this is kind of a textured cardstock, so at times that takes a little more adhesive than your smoother cardstock. Put this right down in the middle. And then I'm going to take an action wobble. Move my ink out of the way. Taking my action wobble, and what I want to do is adhere it down underneath the twine so that it has a nice stick to it. The actual paper instead of having to go over the twine. There we go. And I just like to stretch mine out just a little bit so that it pops up just a little bit more. And then we will move that out of the way and put his tail down. Oh no. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to cut a little bit of this adhesive. There we go. So then his tail will wag there. And then I'm going to pop up the rest of the dog so that he matches up with the rest of the image, but so that just his tail will wag on the card. This up, stick it down, there we go, and then on the inside of the card I'm going to use this stamp that says "Seeing you makes my tail wag." And zoom in so that you can see that image. It's very clear and it's stamped perfectly. I didn't have to push hard to get the ink on, and I didn't have to push hard to stamp the image down. And even sometimes I think on craft cardstock it's a little bit hard to see because you know, you can see the little fibers in this, but you can read this so clearly because of that high quality stamp. And then there is my little dog with his tail wagging. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Grain Scrapping Machine. Please make sure to check out Mr. Cricut Crazy here on YouTube, and also his blog, MrCricutCrazy.com, to look at his great stamps and his twine. And check back for the next 6 months. He'll be releasing 2 stamp sets, at least 2 stamp sets a month. So make sure you check that out. And thanks again, Tanner, for this great opportunity. And I look forward to posting again in 2 weeks. Have a great day.